Waterslide paper. I was wanting to do a wood framed picture. I have my picture here, painted, ready to go. I am not a good artist whatsoever, painting or drawing wise, but I wanted to do like a watercolor on this wood board. So I went into Photoshop and made a little collage watercolor flowers, and I will have the link where you can purchase this. Also, I will have a link to the Waterslide paper that I'm using. So let's get started. Okay, so I went ahead and printed out my picture on the Waterslide paper. Then I took this spray, which you can find at Lowe's, Hardware, Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, any kind of craft store. I bought mine at Walmart because it was cheap. Sprayed my paper super thick with that with this spray, and waited about 30 minutes. I'm not for sure if you want to wait that long. I'm not for sure if you have to wait that long. I just like to make sure that it is completely dry, that the ink has set in, and that I'm not going to have any issues with the water paper when I wet it. You need a little tub of water. This is room temperature water. And you will need like a little squeegee, which I don't have, but will do with my fingers, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and wet this a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and stick this into the water. Slide this over so you can see. Okay. And it starts to curl up once you put it in the water. Try not to have it curl up too much. The size paper for the Waterslide paper is an A4 size. I don't like to waste paper, so I use the whole sheet. You don't have to, depending on what kind of craft you're using it for. And I will be posting more videos on different crafts that you can use with the Waterslide paper. So just give it a few minutes to soak in. Just make sure you don't have crud floating in your water. Okay. And you just, let's lift up. Whoops. Uh-oh. Got it stuck. Don't get it stuck. Okay, here we go. That sounded like I was using the restroom. Sorry, guys. Alright, and then you just go ahead and start moving it. And this is the part where you got to be super careful, because you don't want, unless you want that look, you don't want it to wrinkle up. And then you just pull it right off. And this is the part where the background, if it was a little more wet, I guess I could have pulled it up and moved it. Let's see if I can do that. Yay. And this is where you want your little squeegee, so you can get all the air pockets out. I'm just going to use my fingers very gently. Use my fingers and get all the excess water and bubbles out. And again, make sure when you're using it, your bucket, that you don't have, you can see I have ink from where I just did one to test out, and the ink was still in there. Okay. And there you go, guys. And then you just want it to dry overnight. Turn this around for you so you can see it. There we go. You can cut around the image if you want to. I didn't, because there's little leaves and little balls, and I did not want, when you cut them and you put them in the water, it curls up, and then when you try to lay the paper down, they get all crinkly and twisted, and I just didn't want that. So I was going to try and see if I could use the whole sheet. And that looks really good. And I'm hoping that once it's dried, that the edges don't really show on the board, that it kind of dries super clear, that you can't really see. If it does, you could probably trim it, or do like a little paint, you know, edging around your picture. Let's see. I have a napkin. Don't use a napkin, but I'm just kind of not where the ink is. Just kind of get some of the water out and off the board. Super easy, excuse me, super easy to do. And honestly, I can't even tell where the edges are. And you're done. So I will be back with more videos on what other crafts you can use with Waterslide paper. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel to get updates for when I do post. I'm gonna try to get back into posting more, but I've been busy making wood signs, and that has taken up pretty much of my time. But if you have something that you want me to do a video on, if you have a question, please leave a comment. But thank you so much for watching.